Okay, so this, I believe, was what we learned last time, right? The silent T at the end. Is that right? Yeah? Okay. So here are our extra practice words, your homework from last time that I will read for you. So we know an automatic reading hack is if E is at the end, it's silent on almost all words. Once in a while, the E won't say its name at the end of longer words like maybe, but hardly ever. Usually E will only say E if it's at the end of short, tiny little words like be, he, me, she, okay? So usually at the end, it's silent. And so I'm going to read all of these words just so that you hear how they are pronounced. Number one is greel, bream. 3 is cleseep, cleseep. 4 is chet team. Now I'm going to stop there and I'm going to give you a little bonus fact, a bonus fun fact, because you're going to be seeing these double consonants a lot in our lesson today. Whenever you see a double consonant like that, consonant is any letter that's not a vowel. Whenever you see a double consonant in the middle of a longer word, then the vowel that's right before it is going to make its short sound. That's just a shortcut. It's a reading hack. And you're going to see a lot of that today, but I'm just going to put that little brev right there to remind you. So this word is chet team. Chet team. Number 5 is, oh, it's a doozy, dream smeep. Oh my goodness, that's so fun to say. Dream smeep. That's a fun one. Number 6 is she teen. 7 is tree knee steam. Tree knee steam. And number 8 is please seem treep. Please seem treep. Either one of those accents would probably be right. Number 9 is lependries. Lependries. Do you remember last time we talked about the SE at the end? If you see SE at the end, it's usually going to make the Z sound, like rise, lependries. And number 10 is phlegmpeeb. Phlegmpeeb. So I'm getting a request for number 4 again, I think. Mary, you can unmute yourself if you want to explain to me your question for number 4. So when you see the double T like that or any double consonant, you only pronounce one. So it wouldn't be chet team, it's just chet team. Chet team, you only pronounce one of those. Excellent question. Yeah, thank you for clarifying that then in case other people had that question also. Okay, so let's go to our next lesson for today. And this is a fun one, but first let's do our phonemic awareness warm up. We're going to start kind of easy. Remember, when we're doing this, we're not thinking about the letters. Get the letters because you probably know how it's spelled, or at least have a pretty good idea. If you do, get the letters out of your mind because they will probably mess you up when we're just thinking about the signs. You can even close your eyes when you do this. So before we do the whole word, just put in the chat, how many sounds in B? How many sounds in B? Good job, Susan. It's kind of a tricky one because some people think that B is one sound. That's when I said, remember, when you see the print in your mind, kind of messes you up because B is a letter and it's named B. So some people think that B is one sound, but now you know after so many weeks of your phonemic awareness development and work that B is 2 sounds. B, E, good. Now, how many sounds in beehive? Beehive. Don't forget the sounds in beehive. Very good, Con. Okay, so our sounds in beehive are B, E, I, V. 5 sounds in beehive, okay? Let's try the next one. So queen is a doozy because of that qua. So the sound for Q, one second, I'm going to stop sharing just for a second, just so I can mute everybody and let me share the screen again. So the sound for Q is kwa, but kwa is two sounds. It's k and wa. It's like a KW sound. But for this, the purposes of this lesson, let's make one sound. It's the sound of Q. So how many sounds in queen? Queen. Okay. So if qua was one sound, then it would be qua, three sounds. If you put four, you're still right because qua is two sounds. So queen technically has four, but for the QU, we're going to concentrate on that as one sound. So it would be qua, That was a hard one. I don't even know why I put that one in there. Beans should be a little easier. How many sounds in beans? Beans. Yes. Okay. Wow. I don't know if anybody's missed it yet. Yay. Okay. So beans has B, E, N, Z. You guys are getting good at this. Wow. Beans. B, E, N, Z. Beans has four sounds. Well done. Bravo. Okay, so moving down to our new reading rules. So this is just fun, you guys. I love this lesson. Some of our lessons, you know me, some of them I'm like, okay, get ready, you guys. This is super hard, right? But today's is just super fun, and I'm going to use the whiteboard. So actually, I'm just going to talk to you for a minute. So why, if you didn't know, we talked about it a little bit in this class, and it's actually Y is going to get its whole month. So we're going to go all over Y in depth soon. And we've just mentioned once or twice in this class, I think, if you didn't know, Y is a vowel when it's not the first letter. If Y is the first letter of a word, that's the only time it's a consonant, as in yellow or yes. That's the only time it's going to make its Y sound. If it's anywhere else in the word, you can consider Y a vowel. So Y has several different sounds, as most vowels do. In this lesson, it's going to say E, because that's our vowel for the month. And it says E at the end of longer words. Words that have two or more syllables. So if it has two or more vowels, including that Y, then that Y at the end is probably, this isn't 100% rule, but it's most of the time, Y will probably say E. So let me show you a whole bunch of examples on the whiteboard. There's a million. You're going to see these everywhere now. Happy, crazy, silly, trendy, classy. Go ahead and put some in the chat if you can think of some. Words that end in a Y that says E. Can you guys help me out? What are some more? Friendly. Good. Baby. Nice. Busy. Yes. Becky. Right. So you see how all of these have at least two syllables in them. There's at least two vowels not touching. When a word has two vowels that aren't touching, then you know that it has at least two syllables in it. Happily. Nice one. Yes. So Y is at the end of all of those, and it says E. Now, when we get to our I month, which I think is next month, you're going to see, and I'm going to give you just a quick sneak peek into what happens when Y is at the end of small words. My, buy, try, fly, fry. When Y is at the end of really small words, it's going to sound like an I. My, buy, try, fly. But you see how Y is the only vowel in those words? Those are one syllable words. So when Y is at the end of one syllable short words, it says I, but in multi-syllable words, like all of these over here, it usually will say E. Okay, any questions on that so far? Let's get back to our lesson and try it. I am in Las Vegas today visiting my daughter and grandbaby, and I have my computer, but I don't have my mouse. And you guys know how bad I am at drawing with my mouse on this. I'm even worse at drawing with just my finger in the trackpad. So I apologize ahead of time, but I will do my best here. I'll say, so the first thing we always do is we circle our vowels. I'm going to actually stretch this page out so I can give myself more grace. So the first thing we do is we circle our vowels so we can to focus on my drawing. So we already know the reading hack for Y at the end of a longer word. It's going to say the long E sound. I'm going to put the E with a long vowel sound over it. Okay, so these we have to do the tap 2 rule. 1, 2. No, there's not a vowel. No, it is not going to say its name. Next vowel. 1, 2. No, there's not another vowel. No, it's not going to say its name. Now I'm going to stop there because I know we have a few new people. So let me just review the tap 2 rule. You probably already saw it in a video, but I don't want to go too fast. When you come to a vowel, you tap the next 2 letters. If either one of them is another vowel, then the vowel that you were on will say its name. If not, it will say its short sound. And the brev, this is called a brev. That's the symbol for the short sound. The line is the symbol for the long sound. So both of these are going to say eh. Remember the sound for eh? Our mouth is open about midway, really relaxed sound. Eh. When you close it anymore, then that's the short I sound. I. When you open it anymore, that's the short A sound. Ah. It has to be opened midway, as in exit, envelope. Excellent. Eh. So when we pencil read this word, it's eh. D, d, e, m, e. Edempri. Edempri. Now, did you notice? Do you remember at the very beginning, I told you about that double consonant trick? There's a double consonant there, and the trick is when you see that in the middle of a multi-syllable word, the vowel before it is going to make it short sound. I think that one is all the time. You can count on that being true. So just a heads up, here's double consonant. You have some double consonants over here, right here, right here. So when you see that, you can just go straight to the reading hack. You know, if you see 2 of the same letter in the middle of a longer word, the vowel before it is going to make its short sound. Edempri. So let's go over here and try your number 1. Go ahead and circle your vowels. I've been making schwas so long, I don't know how to make a right side up E anymore. Okay. So here's your double T. We can go straight to the hack. This says eh. This one we're going to tap 2. 1, 2. No, there's not another vowel. No, it's not going to say its name. It's going to say ah. When you pencil read this word, it is eh. T, eh. S, t, e. Etestry. attestry, attestry. I'm going to stop sharing for a minute so you can see my mouth. When you see the TR, when you read any word with TR in it, it is tempting to make it sound like a CH. Say the word tree. Did it come out tree, tree? So we are learning to really enunciate and pronounce all of our words correctly so that when we go to spell them, we will know that that's a TR, not a CH. Okay, so when you enunciate this word, when you pronounce it, make sure you hear the T and the R and don't let it get muddled into a chur. So again, that would be attestry. Try saying that with that TR really close, really clear. Attestry. Okay. Number 2, my turn. So here's a vowel. Here's a vowel. I'm smiling because I hear my grandbaby. It's just a month old. He's the cutest baby that ever lived. So I know that the Y at the end of a longer word is going to make the long E sound. So I'm going to mark it like that. Here's that double consonant, 2 P's. I already know that that's a reading hack. That E is going to say eh. So this word is S. Steppy, steppy, steppy. Okay, try yours over here. Go ahead and circle the vowels and then mark them. I have a feeling that some of you didn't even have to mark those. I have a feeling that you just knew from looking at it. You knew the Y at the end was going to say E. You knew the E at the beginning was going to say F because of those 2 T's. Am I right? Wow, you're moving fast. You're moving ahead. So that word is plenty, plenty, plenty. When T is almost to the end of a word, it can sound like a D. That is okay. T's, when they're almost to the end of the word, that sound can kind of disappear, especially if there's an S after it. That is okay. We'll talk more about that as more of those come up. Okay, number 3. There's the E, there's a vowel, there's my Y at the end, which I already know because it's a longer word. To figure out how to make my E's now because I've been making upside down E's for so long. How's that? Is that the most beautiful E you ever saw? Okay, I'm going to make it with its long sound and then tap 2. 1, 2. Yes, there's a vowel. Yes, it's going to say its name. Here's another vowel. Tap 2. 1, 2. No, there's not a vowel. No, it's not going to say its name. It's going to say its regular short sound eh. So that pencil, when we pencil read the word, it's E, D, E, O, E. Deply. E deply. Okay, let's try yours. Go ahead and mark it. Smart do you feel to be able to do this? How smart do you feel to know what the vowels are going to say, how to mark them, how to proceed through that word? Nobody else knows that in your whole neighborhood, I can guarantee it. So when you pencil read this word, it's E, E, emesty, emesty, or emesty. How are you doing? Put in the chat if you're doing okay. Put in the chat if no, I am lost. Give me a word on how you're doing. Good, Vanessa. Nice, Con. Okay, we're doing okay. Okay, good. I think I'm doing good. Yay. Couple lost. That's okay. I got you. Good. And we have a smiley face emoji. Nice. Now, For those who are having a hard time, I'm going to put in the chat right now to everybody a link if you want a private lesson. 15-minute private lessons, they go quickly, but if you would like extra help, that is a link to a 15-minute private lesson. Okay, number 4. Oh, this is a nice hard one. I got somebody that just said I'm doing a lot better than last week. That is wonderful. Such fun news. And it's going to get easier and easier. Okay, I'm going to mark all my vowels. I know my Y at the end of this longer word is going to make the long E sound. I know that this E is going to say F because there's not another vowel 1 or 2 doors down. I know that this E is going to say F because of that double M. That is just a quick reading hack. So when I pencil read it, it's S. A lot of sounds to hang on to from beginning to end. And I don't want to guess and I don't want to get it wrong. So I'm going to do what we do when there's a lot of sounds like there and you want to make sure you get it right. We're going to start with the first 2. Fur. Then we're just going to add one sound at a time, making sure you start all the way over and that it sounds the same every time you add a new sound. Fur. Fre. Fren. Frence. Frenced. Frenste. Friendstem. Friendstemmy. Friendstemmy. That was fun. Friendstemmy. Okay, let's try yours. Let me move this over. Go ahead and mark them. So when we pencil read it, it's P, O, E, N, E, D, E. I'm going to go slow. Pull, ple, plen, plent, plenter. There's that ter. Make sure it doesn't turn into a chur. Plenter, plentre, plentred, plentreddy, plentreddy. Who read plentreddy? Put it in the chat. Nice, Adama. Let me see if you got plentreddy. Nice, Brenda. Very good. Now, it was a hard one. If you didn't, it is okay. I would like to know, though, if you did or did not, so that I know how to gauge my lessons. Nice. Okay. Wow. If you got that hard one, you were doing brilliantly. Is there any of the extra practice words that I can go over with you before I send you off on your own with your homework? Usually we get a number 8, but put in the chat if you want me to do one that you're you just want to make sure that you get right. Number 4, you got it. Okay, a couple number 4s. So here's how I'm going to mark my number 4. Here is my double E that we went over a couple weeks ago. That's a reading hack that says E. I'm going to circle this one and my last one. I don't think I'm doing too bad on the trackpad, you guys. I thought it would be a lot worse than this, but maybe I'm just humoring myself. So Y at the end of a longer word says E. And then we just have to figure out this one. 1, 2, there's not another vowel. It's not going to say its name. It's going to say E. So we have ch, E, p, E. Cheapemtree. 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 There's that TR again. Make sure it's not P. Cheapemtree, tree. Keep that TR sound separated. Yes, I have time for one more. Let's do this. Number 10 is the request. So here's our double E and our Y at the end that we know is going to make the long E sound. Double E, we know is going to make the long E sound. So this word is fleambee. Fleambee. Okay, I'm going to send you off on your own. If you have any questions, feel free to stay after and I will help you with those. And otherwise, good job today, and I'll see you on Wednesday.